Okay. All right. We are live. All right. Come on.
And yay. Does
All
our
right.
applause
All right.
button work,
All right.
Shawn?
Yeah, this is crazy. All right. Matter of fact, okay, let's go live. Okay. We are here, guys. It is Toxic Talk Thursday, July the 9th, 2026. 1 minute after y'all, guys. Welcome, triple welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with this queen right here, Janice. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right, guys? The chat room is wide open. Please interact with us today. We have a loving group of members that are here each and every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, and we truly appreciate your time here and your dedication to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up Team. Please like, share, follow, subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up Team. We hope all is well on this glorious Thursday morning, guys. And special shout out to all our folks over there in YouTube. God bless you guys and welcome, man. This is where we get the job done. But most importantly, it's the only place on this entire earth where you get your morning started right. To this queen right here, Janice. Good morning. God bless. Good to see you. And how are you, young lady?
Yes, good morning, peace and love, and everybody. All is well here. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. I truly hope all is well on this Thursday, July 9th, 2026. And right now, the current temperature in my backyard is a nice, comfortable 69 degrees. Expected high is somewhere around 81 degrees. And later on this evening, it's going to drop right back down to 65 degrees. We are expecting a little bit of rain sometime around 7 o'clock p.m. later this evening. So that means rush hour here on the East Coast. But all is well. I'm Janice Segure from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up Team, the only place on earth where you get your morning started right.
All right, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. I want to talk to you guys real quick. I want to say that we are super excited to be here. And before we start the show, we got a special guest this morning on this show. And we're super excited for the young lady to be here involved with us this morning. But I want to let you guys know, don't forget August the 29th. Ticket is moving really nice. I like the way it's moving. It's the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team Day Party at Comedy in Harlem. That's Saturday, August the 29th, 2 p.m. to about 6 p.m. You guys come on out. We do appreciate all you folks who purchasing the tickets so far. Thank you so much. We are triple grateful. So come on out. We fellowship. We're gonna play some music. There's a food menu there, and let's all get together and celebrate life. That's Saturday, August the 29th. Comedy in Harlem, right there in the middle of Harlem, at 147 St. Nicholas. That's 750-A St. Nicholas Avenue in the heart of Harlem. So you'll come on out, Black-owned club, so you already know it. We always throw our events there. Now, Janet, before we start, how are you today?
I'm doing very well, Shawn. Very well. Running all over the place. I'm a little exhausted or whatever, but you know what? I'm hanging in there. Life is good. What about you? I know you are. You're a busy man.
Well, you know the ADHD is definitely popping. Uh, we are full tilt right now, and we are super excited. I'm super excited for the weekend. I got a show tonight down in South Philly, in South Jersey, and then running around the rest of the weekend throughout the metro area. So, guys, I'll post on my social media page what I'm doing, and hopefully you guys come out. Now,
yes.
Janice, I ran into a story that I thought was very familiar before we start the show.
What's that?
Someone sued United Airlines, guys, because they didn't get the window seat, and and United Airlines took this all the way to court, and the judge denied the fact that this process is supposed to stop at this moment. They are proceeding with the lawsuit.
What?
Yeah, matter of fact, I think I got some video. Let's see how this works here, guys.
A judge in California has denied United Airlines' request to dismiss a lawsuit over window seats. A passenger's lawsuit claims that they were sold a window seat, but that seat did not include a window. United argues that window seat refers to a seat's location in relation to an aisle. The judge denied the dismissal request, so the lawsuit can continue. No comment from United.
Okay. Nah, that's the case. Like they purchased a window seat and did not get the window seat. That's a claim. I would sue. Shawn, you wouldn't sue?
Well, no. Guys in the chat room, first of all, welcome to the show, guys. I want you guys to put the hearts in the chat room, and let's have some fun today. Okay, so wait, just one more time.
A judge in California has denied United Airlines' request to dismiss a lawsuit over window seats. A passenger's lawsuit claims that they were sold a window seat, but that seat did not include a window. United argues that window seat refers to a seat's location in relation to an aisle. The judge denied the dismissal request, so the lawsuit can continue. No comment from United.
All right, guys. First question I want to know: when you get on the plane, are you a window seater, or are you an aisle person? Are you the middle seat person? Are you the window person? Put a number in chat room if you like to run to that window and stick your big head out the window so nobody else can see the plane take off or land or any other particular visual pleasures that you love to see when you looking outside of a plane. This is ridiculous to me, because what is the primary purpose? The primary purpose is getting from point A to point B alive.
Mm-hmm.
That window seat is not going to save you. There's never been a plane class and a bunch of people that were sitting on the window seats that, oh, we survived, we're okay because we're by the window. No. I get the fact that you paid for a seat and you want the window, and maybe some people are so serious about this window seats that they had to sue United Airlines. This is almost a frivolous lawsuit to me, but obviously the judge disagreed. And they're going through with this. And they're suing. And what are you suing for? Do you want permanent window seating? Do you want a refund? I don't listen. For me, sir and ma'am, I don't give a damn where I sit at on that plane. This could be the middle seat, it could be the aisle seat, or it could be the window seat. I don't care. I want to get from point A to point B. Remember, we are in a capsule going 600 miles an hour at 30,000 feet. Man is not supposed to fly. We have invented this. So we can get from one place to another. Granted, thank God we could that the folks have invented a flight and planes. But to sit there and complain that you don't have a window seat is outrageous to me. What is wrong with you people? What about just praying to your God when that plane take off with all that thrust? And your feet leaves the ground and you are defying gravity. On a mathematical tip, on a science tip, on an aeronautic tip, and you are sitting there worrying about the window seat and have the nerve enough to sue the airline after you landed and that you're alive and you're going to your destination, whether you're on vacation, business, or with your family? And we're suing United Airlines?
Yeah. No. No.
Guys in the chat room, and I'll ask Janice first. Are you, and welcome to the show. It's a Toxic Talk Thursday. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Wake Up Team with this Queen Janice. God bless you guys, and we truly appreciate you guys. Miss Miko will be here tomorrow. Janice, aisle, middle seat, or window? What type of young lady are you?
Okay. Good morning, everybody. My preference is not to sit in the middle. Okay. I could have the aisle. I could have the window. I would prefer the window because, I like to put my big head up to the window and watch and take videos or whatever it is, that's going on. But I'll take the aisle seat, but do not give me that middle seat. And if I paid for the aisle or the window, then that's what I should get. And that person, according to the report, paid for the window seat. And they jacked the price up for those window seats. So give me what I paid for. Okay. And if you can't give me what I paid for, give me my money back, then sue them. Take them to court. Get your money. Yes. Yes. And of course, I always give thanks to God, once we land on the ground and before we go. I'm there. I'm giving my thanks to God, before and after.
No, you're not. No, you guys aren't. This woman was not grateful at all. Okay, maybe they made a
I want what I
mistake.
paid for.
That happened to me last night. I ordered a pizza with extra cheese and pepperoni on it for the fam. I picked the pizza up. It was just a regular slice. It was just a regular pizza. They made a mistake. I went back. They fixed the mistake, kept it pushing. This is a situation where I think they should refund the money. Okay, if you wanted the window seat that bad, I get it. You made it to your destination alive. Remember that part. I guess we're forgetting about that part. So if United Airlines say, all right, cool, you know what, we screwed up, I tell you what, we will refund your money. Or if they refuse to do it, you're taking them to court. I think it's ridiculous. Guys in the chat room, it don't matter to me whether, I mean, I'm an owl guy personally. I like sitting on that little owl right there because maybe I could have to run to the bathroom. I got to, step over people. I like that seat better than the window seat. I'm going to say, I'm going to get number one if you're an owl person, number two if you're a middle person, number three if you're the window person. Where you at on the plane? I'm a number one.
I'm number three. I'm the number three. I'm going to put three. I'm number three because I'm the window. I like the window. I like the window. And Shawn, someone is asking, where will you be in South Jersey? Where will you be performing in South Jersey?
I'll be performing at Wilson's tonight in South Jersey. I'll put the address in there. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know the address, but I'll put the town. It's in Hyela, New Jersey. Hyela, New Jersey. The name of the place is Wilson's. The show's at 7:00 tonight. Y'all come on out. Hang out with your boy. Be in South Jersey. If there's not a big rainstorm out here, so we got to keep track of the weather. But Wilson's tonight. It's going down. Hyela, New Jersey. It's a beautiful place, great food, and we're doing a weekly comedy show there each and every Thursday. And if you guys are not doing nothing, every Saturday, I'm up in the Poconos at the Warehouse Tavern and Grill. That's located in the Explorer Resort. Y'all come on out every Saturday, whether if I'm there or not, because some Saturdays I'm not there. But y'all come on out and have a good time. Janice, what do they say? I got to put this picture down. Janice, what do they say? A window, owl. What do they say, Janice?
Let me see here. Shawn, the 19 JD Jazzy Jersey, Just Jersey Island Park. Okay, I got a 1,3 from Mathis. 1,3. Let me see. So she's an aisle seat and a window seat. Miss MG, I got a 1. She's an aisle. Okay. Who else? Let me
shout out to Miss MG, Mrs. MG, and all the others, the Shawn Jones and everybody else. They will be at the day party on August 29th. We'll be promoting that again. We want everybody to come out. Let's celebrate and let's have a great time at Comedy in Harlem. And I truly appreciate you guys. Love you guys to death. To me, honestly, again, it doesn't even matter what seat I'm occupying. Long as I get from point A to point B, I really don't care.
All righty.
All right, welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Wake up team with this queen right here, Janice. Let's go.
Yes.
Okay. Janice, let's get into some front page news, guys. Welcome to the Shawnee Plus on Earth. Get your mornings, all right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Wake up team with this queen right here, Janice. You already know what it is.
Yes.
What you got, Janice?
Well, you know what? I just want to keep it light for a moment, and then later we'll get into the little heavy story about the missing, the Mississippi young man, which is a serious tragedy. But I would like to start off with the Chris Brown concert, Shawn. This woman, Jaden Nichols, who is married, okay, her video went viral on social media. because of, well, Shawn, I put the video in the queue. Would you just share that video with our viewers real quick? And then we could talk on the other side about what this woman did and what her husband did.
Let me see if I can have this video. God.
Yes. Oh my God. Shawn, I took the video down. But yeah, she knew what the assignment was, because this is nothing new. She went up there. She's in handcuffs. Okay. And later they went up, to where he keeps the bedroom setting. And yeah, she did all that. And her husband watched from the audience while all of this took place. My question is, Shawn, what would you do if that was your wife? And everybody else, what would you do if that was your wife? Or what would you do if that was your husband?
No, you're not gonna throw me underneath the bus that fast. You did the story. If you had your husband up there, what would you do? But I'll answer your question. This is your story. Don't sit here and talk about what I'm gonna do. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. First of all,
I'll tell you what I would do, Shawn.
Hold on. You had your chance.
Oh man.
First of all, this is the first time I'm seeing this, right? So this is a real reaction to it. And guys, welcome to the show, man. Shout out to D'Lo Mathis, Tracy Ray, Vanetta, the ambassador of the chat room, Mrs. MG, and all the rest of you guys. And we appreciate you. Shout out to you guys over there on YouTube. Now, my first impression is this. Chris Brown is doing his job. Chris Brown is doing what Chris Brown does. Sings, performs, dance with all the hits. And I don't know, how old is Chris Brown? It seems like Chris Brown has been around for 97 years. He looks great for 63. So he's sitting there gyrating. He's sitting there moving the hips. He got the for 59 years old, he got the abs, the stomach. I wish I had some Chris Brown abs. He got the wife beater on. He got the big $3,000 belt. He got the tattoos all over his body. He's an attractive young man. Pause. I do a triple pause on that. And
he's 37.
He's star-studded. Excuse me.
37. He's 37.
37. Oh my God.
37.
I mean, literally, Chris Brown must have been around for about 25 years, right, guys?
He was born in 89, is what it says here.
Right.
May 5th, 1989.
So Chris Brown is doing his job. Chris Brown is a world famous performer. Chris Brown is one of us in the African American community. Chris Brown sells out arenas and stadiums and wherever he goes. He causes a frenzy like Will Trax when he hit these streets. So that's my first impression. He's there on time. He's doing his job. Now, part of his job is bringing the ladies up to the stage, as far as maybe some type of crowd participation, as we're looking at right now.
Right.
So maybe crowd participation is part of what he does. I'm assuming that this is not a random act. He probably does it all every other night of the week. Now, he asked the young lady to come up to shout out to Happy Marie, God bless. So the young lady come up. My first impression with the young ladies, obviously a very attractive young lady. The outfit though was like the short poom shorts is crazy. You know, and I guess, hey, she's a very attractive young lady, got a nice body, she's showing it. It's all good. And I think the ladies, when they want to come out to the Chris Brown concert, you want to look your best and up to par. Nothing wrong with that. Now here's the problem. She's with her husband. Now, do you think that Chris Brown give a damn about that? Chris Brown is in the moment. He's doing his thing. He's not really like, yo, bro, if you don't mind, could your wife come up here? No, he's snatching up whatever's in front of him. And where did the handcuffs come from? Did she have them or did he have them?
No, he had them.
So he handcuffed. So instead, in that moment, for the ladies to go, you know, nah, Chris, I'm good. You know, I'm with my husband. And in defense of the young lady, maybe she's a Chris Brown fan and she loves Chris Brown. And in the moment, she got caught up in fandom and stardom and everything that goes with it, and might have blanked out and forgot that she was a married woman in the moment.
Yeah, what a disgrace.
And then she gets up there and, yo, Chris just did her dirty, man. And not only, no, I'll take that back. Chris did not do her dirty. Chris was doing his job, just like I said. She did her husband dirty.
Okay.
She did you know, I mean, it's weird because I've been in a situation like that, and I'll share it to you in a minute. See, the problem is, I get the fact that she's there, probably spent $2,000-$3,000 on the seats. They obviously sitting up close right there. You know, he's cherry picking all the ladies in the front.
Yep.
And I think that I think she could have got up there and did a little gyration with him.
No, you can't.
But then when it started with the handcuffs and the getting on the all fours and smacking the vagina, that's too much. So when the dancing part started and they were doing their thing, that's kind of cool. But when it went to a whole nother level with the handcuffs and getting in the bed and all that, that's where the violation happened. So when she was gyrating with him, right, I think at that point she should have stopped. Thanks, Chris. Love you. Hugged him. Walked off the stage because she had she did have that decision. She could have made that decision because he wasn't forcibly doing anything to keep her on the stage. So when she was doing all the dancing and said, thanks, Chris, you know, my husband, God bless, and then gave the husband a pound. That's the way I think that should be done. But she went overboard. She violated the husband. She didn't do anything wrong. I don't see what she did is wrong. It was consensual. She was caught up in the moment and she got in the bed on the all fours and Chris started smacking the vagina. It was all that looks consensual to me. The problem is you did it in front of your husband that he didn't consent to it. Now you're a grown-ass woman and he's a grown-ass man and you could do what you want, but that is your husband. It doesn't, and you know, honestly, relationship status has really nothing to do with it. It could be married, a long-term relationship, whatever. It's a sort of disrespect. So this woman violated her husband. Chris didn't do nothing wrong. She didn't do nothing wrong. She violated him. And now I don't know if I can survive all of that. What's so funny? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. LaShawn Hayes Jones, she said, I'll take some of that from Chris Brown, and I don't think my husband would mind because he'd want to go on the stage and join you. What? Wait a minute, I missed the rest of the thing. But oh Lord, child.
Some women, some men are probably like, you know what, bro? Go ahead, man. You know, slut out my wife, bro. It's nothing. Like, you know, we got a whole situation going. What
she said was that he would want to go on stage with Janet Jackson. Okay. And no. but you know what? I wonder if they did have that conversation beforehand, you know, if Jada Nicole and her husband had that conversation beforehand. I mean, because it's known for him to call women up to the stage, you know, like that. So did they know? Did they have a conversation where, you know, maybe once she was selected, then she turned to him like, well, is it okay? Can I go up there or whatever? but he was okay with the whole thing, according to the other, videos that I had
Yeah,
seen.
he was okay with it because he didn't know that Chris was gonna slut out his wife.
Man,
See, if he knew that Chris was gonna do all of that, he's not gonna approve to that. And you're right, it depends on the relationship status. I mean, if it's a husband, they've been together a long time, he don't care, whatever, you do that. You can do what you want with him. Or if you're in a relationship with a man that does care and feels embarrassed about it, it's a problem. Now, this is something that could go on forever in their relationship. Should they break up over it? I say no. No, there's because they might have bills together, they might have kids together, But I will say this though, he should get a smash pass. Give him a smash pass.
Okay.
Because you don't embarrass him enough. Give him a smash pass. Let him do something on the side.
A dry hump pass. Okay.
Yeah, give him a dry hump
pass. But I say no. They shouldn't break up because of that. Because that's a one in a lifetime event. For somebody. And so I say go with it. Just have some fun with the whole thing.
Now to me, Janice, your guest is here.
Yes. Good morning. And before we get started with our guests, I want to say welcome to everyone who's joining us here on the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. Thank you all for joining us. And if you all find all of this entertaining and interesting, please subscribe, follow us, okay? And without further delay, let me welcome Elesha Storey. She's an author, songwriter, producer, playwright. And Elesha, this is Shawn Harvey, the host of the show. Shawn, meet Elesha.
Good morning, Shawn. It is so nice to meet you, and thank you for the opportunity to be on your show.
Elesha, it is such a pleasure to meet you, and God bless. We're going to get into you in a second. Now, back to this.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to, if my wife is sitting up there and Chris Brown got on all fours on the bed, I'm going to have a problem with that. I'm going to have a problem. There's a serious problem with that.
Absolutely.
Because God forbid, if you're doing that in front of thousands of people, what if you're in an isolated situation with some random dude? You might be doing that as well.
Maybe not.
I think that it went overboard when she got on the bed. The gyrating and the dancing, I think that I could tolerate that. And then, let's get off the stage and thank you, Chris, and bring up the next woman. I believe that that she went overboard a little bit. The husband should be upset. Should they break up? No. Janice, before we get into Elesha, Janice, if Beyonce's at the concert and you're there with your husband, the jazz loving, wine drinking, meditating husband that you have. Janice, and if Beyonce got up there and ripped his shirt off and grabbed his nipple and put him on all fours while they dancing, how would you feel about that?
Okay, first let me just say someone asked if Chris Brown was married, and no, Chris Brown is not married. Okay, but to answer your question, Shawn, I would not allow him to enter that stage. I would hold on to him like, no, you're not going. You are not going up there. No, absolutely not. That's what I would try and do anyway. Stop him from the very beginning. Okay, but I don't be able to sit there and watch.
Wait a minute. Wait. Now maybe your husband, or maybe like this. Obviously, this lady's a big Chris Brown fan. Now, who am I to deny stardom and fandom from my wife, who might have loved the guy way before I met him? This woman might have loved Chris Brown back in the 90s. Maybe she got caught. Maybe I'm just saying. But who am I to say no? Don't go up there. I don't want you to do that. She's an adult. She's an adult. I think that this was all horrific. This was super horrific. I hope their relationship can withstand this. I don't want them to break up, but at the same time, it's a decision that had to be made. I think this was a bad decision on her part.
I would definitely try to put a stop to that, because the mind is a very powerful thing. Okay. And so, you know, when he's supposed to be making love to me, he's probably thinking about the other woman that he was on stage gyrating to and with and everything. Like, no. Let's keep this relationship pure. Okay, honey. Don't do it. Don't make that mistake. Do not go up there. No. Okay.
Elesha, God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you too.
Say you at the concert, right? And your husband, boyfriend, I don't know your status, but y'all in the front row, and Beyonce grabs your man, and he got on the fly silk shirt for the concert.
Mm-hmm.
In the hard bottom gators. And Elesha, before Beyonce calls him up, he's already doing something wild. He already got the Holy Ghost. He's into it.
Okay, we got it.
And then she grabs his hand, and he melts in her presence, and grabs him and brings him on stage. It doesn't even have a discussion with you. He's going on stage. Because it seemed like that's what the lady did too, Jazz. Like, she just went to the stage.
She did.
And if Beyonce's gyrating with your beloved husband, boyfriend, or with, you know, whatever status you have, or just, if not, we just make it up, how would you feel about that?
It depends on how far it went.
Yeah, you didn't see the video.
Okay, so what if Beyonce?
I didn't see the video, so I don't know.
Where's the video? Put the video back in. I tell you, where does she throw him on the bed and put him on all fours?
I don't know if she wants to see it.
No. That's a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem. All the dry humping and gyrating, everything, that's a problem. Okay.
He's the man. He can kind of control that. He can, grab her by the hand, twirl her around. He can control that. He doesn't have to do that.
So, Lisa, if y'all get home, how does that conversation looks like? And then I'll ask you, Janice, next, and then I'll close out. And then you could do your interview. And welcome, everybody. Let's give a round of applause. Elesha Storey is here at the platform.
Yes.
Elesha, what kind of conversation? And welcome to the show, and God bless you. And we're so excited that you're
God
here.
Bless you too.
Thank you for your time. What type of conversation is that like? Is it like as soon as you walk through the door in the crib, is that a smack on the back of the head and blah blah blah? What's that conversation like?
Oh, we having a conversation in the car. We're not waiting till we get home.
Okay.
By the time we get home, we need to have an understanding so we can go to bed not mad.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Right.
But that's a conversation in the car, because I need to understand why you let it go as far as you did.
Yes.
And you need to understand how I feel about that.
Right.
And depending on your answer, we could go one way or another. So, yeah. Because, I would say to him, now, what if the tables were reversed and I did that? How would you feel?
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be a whole different story, because, there's double standards. Men can do certain things, but we cannot.
Right.
So if you was at a Chris Brown concert show, would you jump on stage?
No. I love Chris Brown, but no, I wouldn't be in the front row, first of all, because I'm not going to pay that much for them seats. So no, I would be a little further back, and I know what's going to happen. So no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to put myself in that position.
Gotcha. So I have a question for you then. What if it were some other entertainer that you are like maybe starstruck over? I'll say, like, for me, it could be Morris Chestnut. That used to be my go-to right there, like that dark chocolate. Okay, call me up on the stage. Lord help me.
See, Elesha, you know what I would do? This is how I would play it. Like, say if I was in that situation, let's say the Beyonce, whoever, any one of these young ladies that are entertainers, they should have pulled me on stage with the handcuffs, and I got all caught up, right? Mm-hmm. And she was about to throw me on the bed. That's when I'll say, hold on, snatch my wife up, bring her on stage.
Boy, Lord have mercy.
Do that.
Right. So now we all see that's what she should have did. She should have brought the husband on stage, and they could have simulated something, and then nobody's mad. See, I would have brought my wife onto the stage, then she can't be mad.
And what was y'all gonna do once she got on stage?
I don't know, but at least I know. At least I don't know what's gonna happen, but at least I know that she won't be mad at me.
Yeah. Well,
that's what I want. Hold on, guys. Hold on for a second, guys. We're gonna take a quick break. We got an interview coming up. We truly appreciate y'all. We'll be right back.
Hey, work it out.
Love that. Yes.
Welcome to the Shawnee Place on Earth, where you get your morning star right, Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Wake up to with the screen right here, Janice and our special guest, Elesha Storey. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, Janice. Take it away.
All right, Elesha, thank you so much again for joining us. And thank you for playing along with us and all our little nonsense that we do over here on this side. But please, for those who do not know you, have not had the opportunity to get to know you, please tell us a little bit something about yourself and your journey and what you're doing.
So my name is Elesha Storey, and I am a author, screenwriter, playwright, just all around creative. I have an organization, a brand, and a multimedia platform called the Dashing Nation. And Dashing is an acronym for Dying to Achieve Success and Happiness in God. And it's based on that small dash between birth and death. And our goal is to inspire and equip you to find your purpose and live that out and build a community where we all pool our resources, knowledge, experience, and connections to help each other dash. And so the platform is multimedia, so we try to reach people wherever they are and whatever resonates with them. So the first thing I'm going to do in the Dashing Nation, it launched in April. So our flagship event is a play called Life at the Bar.
Okay.
And yep. You want me to go on about Life at the Bar?
Go ahead. So, well, wait a minute. But Dashing Nation, now Dashing is an acronym, right?
Yes, it's dying to achieve success and happiness in God. And when you break that down, D is for dying. We all have to die to self and die to people, places, and things to reach our purpose. And, you know, people are always saying, I'm dying to go to this movie and I'm dying to go to this new restaurant. But is anyone dying to be like Christ? The ASH, achieve success and happiness, which is the abundant life that was promised by God, can only be achieved when you're in connection with God, thus ING. And the crazy thing is, and I'll tell you how wonderful God is, and I didn't even know this when I started the Dashing Nation, so I know he dropped it in my spirit. If you look in the dictionary, we all know the definition of dash, but when you add ING, it changes to stylish, bold, and full of spirit. So when you're dashing in your purpose and not just living or existing, you are stylish because you look like Christ. You're bold enough to do whatever God has called you to do, and you are full of the Holy Spirit.
Okay.
So I want everybody to come dashing with me.
Yes, let's all dash over there. And now I see you have the book cover, book cover in the background, Life Story. What came first, Dashing Nation or the book or the play?
Dashing Nation came first.
Okay.
Then the book and then the play. I wrote the book during the pandemic. And actually, I had a consultant who advised me to write a book a long time ago, but, you know, all in God's timing. And so we recorded me and she transcribed that to a book, but it really wasn't working for me. And so during that pandemic time, God just showed me how to make dashing a devotional, and it's called Dashing Life Stories. And it's basically just true stories about my life, how God has been with me every step of the way. And he was using all my experiences, either orchestrated or allowed, to guide me to my purpose. And so some of them are very funny. They're all true. And I'm going to read a little excerpt from one so y'all can see what I'm talking about.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Oh, Shawn.
Welcome to the Shawnee Place on Earth, where you get your morning started, right? Shawn Harvey Morning Show, wake up tea with these two queens right here. Yo, D-Lo, I gotta sound like, I gotta have freaky vibes. I'm just trying to compromise. a dashing and this brand that you have that obviously just listen to you for a few moments, you truly believe in and devoted to.
Yes.
And thank you so much for and I'm excited about what you're about to say. But my question to you is this: how did this come about? What was what was those factors in your life back in the day or recently that change your spirituality? Because sometimes, Janice, a lot of us, we go through things in our lives.
Yeah.
Like something happens, we reach a crescendo or we hit a bottom, and then next thing you know, it's like a revelation where all of a sudden we have some purpose. So Elesha, I hear what you're saying.
That light bulb moment.
What you're saying, but what happened? Because we all got a story.
Yeah. That's my last name.
So what happened? What was those moments that led you to this moment?
That's a great question. And so it's actually twofold. And I'm going to have to go back to my freshman year in college. I was in a really bad car accident. It was highly publicized with, back then, IU basketball star Landon Turner, who was on the championship team with Isaiah Thomas. So we were on our way to Kings Island, an amusement park near Cincinnati. We never made it. We hit a bridge, went airborne, car landed on the roof, caught fire. His girlfriend was ejected. Landon was 6'10", so he was pushed in the steering wheel, broke his neck, collapsed his lungs. He's been paralyzed for the last 45 years. Wow. And me and my boyfriend in the back, we survived. We went home that same day. He knocked out the back window and pulled us out. So I never really appreciated how God had saved my life for a purpose. And not only that, 3 days later, I found out I was pregnant. So didn't have on a seatbelt, was concerned about my son, if he was going to be okay, because I didn't have on a seatbelt. 7 months later, he was born just fine. So we're going to fast forward to losing my dad in 2015. And he was just an awesome person. And he had like 500 people who either showed up or stayed for his funeral. And at the cemetery, when and I don't want to get emotional, at the cemetery, I took some flowers off his casket and put them on the graves of people buried nearby. My great grandmother was buried nearby. She and my great grandfather were entrepreneurs. My grandmother was the first Black chief deputy of voters registration in my hometown. When she retired, they named the day after her and gave her a key to the city. Wow. And so when I was looking at the dash between their birth and legacy date, I'm like, dang, this is such a small representation of some awesome people. Wow. And, I'm a good person, but, what am I going to do with my life? I'm straddling the fence. I'm in the word and in the world. And so I'm doing the splits, and I haven't done that in years. It's getting a little painful. And so all the way back to the drive to Dallas, I kept thinking about that dash from Indianapolis to Dallas, and God tried dashing in my spirit. And he showed me that he spared my life 45 years ago so that I can walk in my purpose now. And he was probably calling me all that time, but I wasn't paying attention, and I was doing my own will. But after I lost my dad and seeing the legacy that's left behind by my family members, it was time for me to do my dash.
Right. Wow. And I get it. That dash, that's very interesting. I read in your book, where you were like 20 years old or whatever, you and your friends, you guys will hang out from Wednesday to Sunday. I remember those days too, right, Shawn? I'm sure Shawn probably remember those days too. Shawn still hangs out like that. Whatever. Out like that. But that dash is so small when you look at, from 19 whatever to 2000 and whatever. That dash is so small, but there's so much that goes on in that dash. That's really deep. So I get that. Wow. Nice.
Yeah. And it's quick. You look around and where did 20 years go?
Yeah.
It is quick, and that small dash is impactful. So what are you going to do with it?
Right. Well, you know what? Let's go into the play that you have coming up. Okay. When is the play? And tell us all about the play.
Oh, wow. The play is so amazing. It's called Life at the Bar.
Okay, right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's July 25th at Marian University. I have a 1:00 and a 5:00 show. And that date, July 25th, is the 45th anniversary of that car accident. So it is a full circle moment. And I did that on purpose because, again, God led me to this. So there's a long story behind Life at the Bar, but let me just say this. When my son got grown and I started just doing what I wanted to do with my life, and that's in that book, I tried all kinds of things. And so I tried acting, I got a commercial, but I was a one-hit wonder. So then I started writing. I wrote a TV show treatment called Life at the Bar, and I wasn't getting any love for it. So a friend of mine, her name is Deborah Shavers, God rest her soul, her fiance worked for Tyler Perry. And I said, hey, can you see if Tyler can look at this and tell me what he thinks? So he did. He was very gracious enough to do so. And he said, I don't think it's good for TV. I love the title of the concept. I think it's a play, and you should add some humor. Do you know I didn't listen? I was like, don't nobody want to do no play, man. I want to do a TV show. So then I tried out for, I took a workshop with David E. Talbert, and it came with an audition. I'll tell you how long ago that was. It was for Almost Christmas. And you could use your own monologue or use his. I wrote a monologue based on Life at the Bar. And everybody who went before me said, he's not going to let you finish. He's going to cut you off. I got in that room and read that monologue. I had his full attention. He said, where'd you get that from? I said, I wrote it. He said, tell me more. I like it. And I told him what Tyler Perry said. He said, sister, Tyler Perry is a genius. If he says it's a play, it's a play. Still didn't listen. 8 years later, I met this guy and he said, girl, I wrote a play in a weekend. I said, was it any good? And he said, yeah, ran for 3 months. I said, challenge accepted. And I wrote my play in 6 weeks.
And 6
weeks. Yeah, 6 weeks. And then I put it in Austin Film Fest, went to the second round and got some really good feedback. So it's really a story that's based on an encounter. I was like living my life and kicking it. I was at the airport, met this lady, had a short conversation. We got on a plane and I sat on the bulkhead and she sat in the back. Next thing I know, she is up in the front of the plane. She wakes me up and sits next to me and tells me her whole story. And she says, I have bar syndrome. I'm like, what is that? And she begins to tell me what it is. And I begin to minister to her because some of the reasons she has it, I can relate to. And so we had a long conversation. At the end of the flight, she got back to her seat. Long story short, I went to the ladies' room and I couldn't find her. And somebody told me she just might have been an angel just coming to sit next to me to tell me that. Because why would somebody you just met come and tell you their whole life story? So anyway, that resonated with me. And I'm not going to tell you what bar means yet. And I'm like, oh, my goodness. And so that's how I got to the treatment. So anyway, Life at the Bar has a triple meaning. So it's the life at the bar where you're kicking it, dancing, drinking, running away from your problems, all the things we do at a club or a bar. Mm-hmm. The second one is a life sentence where you go back to the bar time and time again, over and over again, and stuck in unhealthy cycles. Because if you look at the flyer for my play, the ladies sitting at the bar have balls and chains in the bottom of their feet. Right. Now, the third meaning is something I don't share unless you actually go to the play, but it's an acronym. And it's an emotional and spiritual state of being. And there are forces in the bar that want to keep you literally, figuratively, emotionally, and spiritually at the bar, tied to your strongholds. And when you have that, again, you have bar syndrome. And the name of the bar in the play is the syndrome, because they literally want to keep you in the syndrome until you've been there too long. It feels like home, and you don't know why you're there, but you can't leave.
Okay. And so bar syndrome, I get it.
Yep.
I get it. And we're stuck there. Go ahead, Shawn. What were we going to say?
So, yeah, I get it. It's one of those things where you can take it and apply it in all areas of your life, as far as, like they say, insanity is repeating the same mistakes except the different results. So this is kind of like where that falls into line with your play, which I mean, and we're getting to where your play is going to be, and the time and the places. I think this is something interesting for all of us to digest and watch. And my question to you is, in your journey, have you helped folks with your dash, with your plays? Because you seem so spiritual. You have great energy about yourself.
Thank you.
You seem to be very helpful. Mm-hmm. So do you go out there dashing and helping people and we're not talking about door dashing, guys. We're not talking about delivering. But are you delivering goodwill? Are you delivering positive energy to folks? And my second part of that question is, have you ever ran into any resistance? Because sometimes you can share good vibes, you can share the obvious, you can share leadership, you can share positive vibes, but then you run into people that simply reject it. And if you ever been through that, how have you dealt with that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a HR person by trade. So I have a social work degree and I have a heart for people. So working in HR, you have to stay in certain guardrails, but I always try to bring my full self to work. So I'm always an advocate of what's right. And so that's what I try to do in my job. So I do that every day with my clients, with my employees, with leaders that I help. That's just what I do. And then in my personal life, I'm active in the church. I advise my friends. It's just who I am. And now sometimes that takes a lot of energy, takes some stuff out of you. And I recently had somebody told me I was at the bar, because you can go back to the bar again and again and again, because I was feeling some kind of way because of resistance. I'll tell you, this play, I've had so much resistance to issues with the venue, to holes in the roof at the rehearsal space where birds came in and bugs came in and bit up my staff. We have had so many things go on working against this play. And sometimes I just was like, I'm feeling some kind of way. I need a fourth man in the fire because I don't know about this. So the resistance can be a lot.
Gotcha.
So tell us. Oh, go ahead.
One more thing, and then I'm gonna just because it's very fascinating. And back to the acting, like I'm a comedian, I do stand up, but I've acted before, right? And I was actually in this web series called Bum Rush, but there's a lot of shoot 'em up, bang bang. I would highly, if you watch this web series, I would tread lightly. You're going to definitely need on your dashing hat to watch this. But acting and actors is a whole nother level. I give so much respect to folks who act and do acting. It's a whole nother realm than comedy. Even though comedy is difficult as well, but you guys that act, I give you guys the most respect because it is a tremendous task.
It is not easy.
Well, shout out to my actors in the play, by the way. And I'm not an actor. I'm a writer. I did the acting thing, and again, I was a one-hit wonder. And it's such a large cast. I have 19 cast members because I do nothing small. And being a first-time playwright, I didn't know that you usually keep it down to 8 or 9 people. But every character in that play is necessary, and it's going to be so awesome. There's a twist in that play that no one's going to see coming. And the person who reviewed my play at the Austin Film Fest said it was genius because you're not gonna think it's going to happen, and it's really going to bring that point across as to life at the bar.
Okay. Will you be recording any of this so that
I will? Yes, I'm recording the whole play. I'm doing a documentary style and recording the whole play. I may even stream it. I want to bring it to Broadway and tour it.
Well, I have one last question for you before we go. If someone, sees your play and they leave, what's that one conversation you want them to have about your play? Because you know how you go to a movie and you leave the movie and you're just like, oh man, the movie was this, that, and the other. And then there's just one thing that just sticks out for everybody. What would be that moment in your play that you want to stick out for everyone else?
Besides the twist, I want people to possibly see themselves. That they've been at the bar at a time, at some point in their life, or if they're still there, now they recognize that. And
Yeah. Okay. Well, I want to say thank you very much to our guest, Elesha Storey. Shawn, do you have anything else you'd like to say?
No, I would like to say it's just a pleasure. Thank you so much for taking your time and hanging out with us. We would love for you to come back and share more, because I feel like there's so much more to you, and it's not covering like the 10-15 minutes is just not doing it injustice. So if you don't mind, in the near future, we would love to have you back. Where's the play? Where can they find it? Where can they see it? And how does that work?
So the play is in Indianapolis at Marion University. That's my hometown. It's a 1:00 show and a 5:00 show. You can get tickets at thedashingnation.com. Just click on events.
Okay,
If you want to support, you can also go to donations.
I'm gonna reach out to my homegirl. She's a comedian out there in your town.
Okay.
So to help spread the word
Thank
for
you.
your event, and I'm gonna link both of y'all up together. My homegirl Amber, she does a lot. She lives in Indianapolis. She does a lot of comedy out there. So if you don't mind, I could link your two up together, and then just to get some more support out there.
I
Awesome.
love that. We
Yes.
should support each other. That's what it's all about. That horizontal and vertical and the cross. That horizontal is us. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no
Yes.
problem. Hey, Janice, let's do one last story before we get out of here. Janice, we got 5 more minutes.
Okay, then. Well, I have
Elesha, would you, if you don't mind, would you like to hang out with us for a few minutes?
I would love to. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Shawn, I put the story up in the queue in reference to the young man that was unalived or somehow or another in Mississippi. Do you mind playing the video and we can just talk about it on the other side?
All right, Janice, I don't mean to be so painful for you.
Family of 18-year-old Nolan Xavier Wells is demanding answers. Wells, a college football player at Southwest Mississippi Community College, was last seen on the 4th of July, where he and friends hung out on Mississippi's Horn Island. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office says he was last seen around 3 p.m. on Saturday and didn't return to the mainland with the rest of the group. Authorities say his phone and keys were found on that boat. Wells' mother, Christine Wansley, reported him missing that night. After a 2-day search, his body was recovered in the northwestern part of the island on Monday.
So there's more to that video, but I cut it.
Well,
I ended soon because it's extremely heartbreaking for me. I have difficulty listening to stories like this, and yes, we should be aware of what's going on, but I don't like to be inundated with all of this news. And it's like, okay, well, what can I do to help? And anyway, Shawn, what do you want to say in reference to that?
Well, first of all, everybody in the chat room, give Janice a hug. Okay, so this is a story. Give Janice a hug, everybody. Thanks, Elesha. Here go your hug, Janice. You'll be fine.
Thank you.
This is a tragedy that's happened that needs to be investigated. This is national news. And why is it national news? Because it's so suspect on what's happening. This young African-American boy, a young man, went out there with his friends, and all the friends come back and nobody knows what happened to him. And it seems like nothing but foul play with this. The Ben Crump is on it. One of the kids' mothers is a local judge. Everybody deleted their social media page for a day, went into hiding. And this is something that needs to be investigated. We'll be following this story. And it's unfortunate that another young African-American man has fallen victim to a serious crime, a crime of murder. And there's no answers to this. So we have to get to the bottom of this to see what happened to this young man. Elesha, anything you want to say about that real quick?
It's just a tragedy. And I'm like Janice, it makes me really sad. This young man, is gone. His dash is over. It's such a short period of time. It's a little suspect to me, though. I will say that.
Janice, Elesha, do you have any social media? Like, where can my people's? Can we follow you on social media? Where you at on social media?
I'm on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. You can follow me under my name, Elesha Storey, or at Dashing Nation.
My cousins live out in Indianapolis. I'm gonna reach out to them.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't been to Indianapolis in a long time. How is Indianapolis, by the way? We got 1 more minute, Janice. What's going on in Indianapolis?
I live in Dallas. I'm just here to do my play for my hometown. So Indy is still the same to me. Still my home. I love it. I love my family.
So wait a minute. The play is in Dallas or Indianapolis?
The play is in Indianapolis, but I live in Dallas.
Okay.
I spent a lot of time here for the last 2 years because my mom was not well. And so I was always here. So God opened doors to cultivate relationships here in those 2 years to bring my play here versus Dallas.
Gotcha.
So-
You know, I would hook you up with my man Doug B, because they have a New York Dallas weekend down there where they're partying and drinking and all that. But I don't want to have you nowhere near Babylon or Lucifer.
I still drink a little bit. I just don't overdo.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't want you
Drink
walking
wine.
into the. I don't want you walking into the building and you hear
Single ladies.
right. I don't know if
Christians still
And I
have
don't want
fun.
I don't want you running in the dance, running on the dance floor, dashing everybody. I don't know.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna run on the dance floor and dance myself. I still love to dance.
Okay. You ain't dead.
No, I'm far
Yes.
from it.
Elesha, one more time. Where can they find you? And then Janice, you got the last word.
At Dashing Nation on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and also under my name, Elesha Storey, and dashingnation.com.
Right. And Elesha is spelled Elesha. Okay. I kept putting it into the computer, and I'm typing away, and it just kept on, the spell check just kept on changing the spelling. So that's why I'm pointing that out. And then Storey, Storey. Okay. Which is her actual last name, Elesha.
Yes.
Yes. So on that note, I want to say thank you to Elesha Storey, and thank you to all of the viewers that join in with us today. And if you are not a subscriber, please subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. And if you do have a story you'd like to share with us and you'd like to share with the audience, please let us know all about it. Drop it into the inbox, right, Shawn?
Sure. I mean, I have stories to share if you want to hear them.
Well, tell us your story, okay?
Everybody has one.
We don't have
Everybody
enough
has
time
one.
for that. But yeah, Janice is absolutely right. If you got anything to share, please, you feel free, join us at the Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature wake up team. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. And we truly appreciate you. Ladies, let's wave.
Yes,
we are
thank
out of
you.
here. Thank
Thank you for the opportunity.